If you haven't already, check out my King of the Ring predictions video, which should be somewhere above my head, and let me know your thoughts on that. But also let me know your thoughts on who you think should win Queen of the Ring, which we will dive into right about now. Hello and welcome to FTTR, I'm Hugh McQuaid, and today we are talking about Queen of the Ring. But before we dive into that, please hit subscribe, please like this video, please comment your thoughts down below who you think should win this tournament as we dive into it. So the Queen of the Ring tournament is coming back as well, potentially, from a new report which says King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring will be returning in May. I've already spoken about the men, as I've said many times in this video, so let's talk about the women's side of things and who should win the Queen of the Ring tournament. Might be the Queen's Crown tournament. We don't know what it's going to be called yet. I'm hoping Queen of the Ring. So shall we just dive straight into this? Coming in at number 5, and this is a bit of a wild, bit of an out there one considering her current story. I think number 5 is Chelsea Green. Now, yes, Chelsea Green has returned to WWE. She's not had many wins, let's put it that way. But she would suit this gimmick so well. Come on, her being the Karen character and being authoritative and trying to boss people around because she's queen could make for some really good comedy. Really good comedy. I don't think it'd add much to the prestige of the Queen of the Ring tournament, but it'd be fun. Come on, Adam Pearce and Chelsea Green doing this whole Karen thing, her bossing him about, her like getting in lackeys, I think would be good. Maybe recruiting people from NXT to do her dirty work in Minions, so she doesn't actually wrestle that much. She sort of just cheats her way through the tournament. I think that'd actually be quite interesting. And Chelsea Green's a really good wrestler anyway, so if they wanted to pull the trigger on her being a really good wrestler and not someone who loses and gets eliminated from Royal Rumbles really quickly, I think they could do it in the Queen's Crown tournament, Queen of the Ring tournament. I know I've gone cross-eyed. Coming in at number 4, we just have the ultimate badass, Meiko Satomura. I just want to see Meiko Satomura on the main roster, to be honest. And I think introducing her as maybe like a mystery entrant in the tournament and then winning the whole thing could be great. Really, really great. She could just mow through people and show why she is one of the best women's wrestlers that WWE have, and it could potentially lead to a match that I've wanted to see ever since Meiko Satomura joined WWE, joined NXT UK, and that is Meiko Satomura versus Asuka in the Queen's Crown final. I think that'd be just great, really, really great. And Asuka, who's a solidified main roster star, putting over Meiko Satomura as she wins the tournament and gets a shot at potentially Bianca Belair, potentially Rhea Ripley, who knows, would be really good. Make a star right there. Chef's kiss. Meiko Satomura should be in this tournament. Now these number 3 to 1 were really hard for me to pick and decide who I wanted more because I can see valid reasons for each one. Number 3, I'm going to go with Piper Niven. I'm going with Piper Niven, not just because I love Viper, hated Doudrop, love Piper Niven. I think she could be an absolute monster and do what Shayna Baszler did in the Elimination Chamber, but with the Queen's Crown tournament. I've talked a lot about monster heels just dominating the way through tournaments. I quite like that in some regard, not necessarily being too competitive, but I'd love to just see her get this massive push and just the company get behind her and just have her destroy people. Have her show why she is a dominant force in the women's division. And that could eventually be, Bianca Belair's big test is what is she going to do against Piper Niven, who was, she was Doudrop when they had their match before. That's a different character. I'm saying it now. This is a new and improved Piper Niven who can, mow through people and show why she's the best and potentially win that title. I'd love to see Piper Niven win the Raw Women's title. I really, really would. So yeah, Piper Niven is my number 3. Coming in at number 2, we have Naomi. Naomi, who, whether she returns is completely up in the air. She was, of course, over in Japan supporting Mercedes Moné at Wrestle Kingdom. So who knows if she will return, but I think this would be a really good spot to have her return and win, because Naomi deserves so much more than she got. She was incredible. She was incredibly over. She had a great entrance, a great look, great moveset. She had the full package, essentially. And I think her coming back and maybe factoring into some bloodline stories with the Usos and stuff like that, and maybe trying to win it for the bloodline, could be an interesting take on her character. And having her be the first female member of the bloodline and going after that type of goal before eventually leading to Ripley would be really fun, because we haven't seen that play out with the bloodline yet. Even if it's just as a babyface, I think she'd do great work as being a plucky underdog babyface going through the tournament, because she's so likeable and charismatic that we as fans just want to root for her and we want her to succeed. So I think, there's this big groundswell of support for Naomi. There was when she made a return at, I think, the 2020 Royal Rumble. She's got a massive pop there. So I think really excited. Hopefully Naomi returns and hopefully she wins the Queen's Crown tournament. And coming in at number 1, we have Bayley. Now, it might be a bit of an obvious choice. One of the 4 horsewomen, one of the biggest stars in the company. But Bayley's been done a bit dirty this year since her return at SummerSlam. I say this year, you know what I mean. SummerSlam to now. She's been done a bit dirty. Damage Control haven't exactly hit on all cylinders. Her feuds haven't been, lit the world on fire. Her matches have been good. I think she deserves something. She lost a lot of times against Bianca Belair. And I think now is, of course, the time to pull the trigger and give Bayley something that could boost her stock a little bit, because she's sort of on the bottom end of this feud with Becky Lynch and Lita, which I'm assuming they're going to win as well. I think it'd be good for Bayley to show why she's so good, to get a chance to shine and show that she can be a solid force in the women's division again, because it's not been a terrific run. It really hasn't. And I think she'd do so well. Ding Dong Hello with the Queen gimmick would be laughs. It could either further her into a babyface turn, or it could even more fuel the heel Bayley that we have. And I think both of those are a good thing. They really are. You can elevate Damage Control in this and make them look a bit more credible than they do. And Bayley is the number 1 choice. She's sort of the only choice for me of someone who really needs their stock raising by a big win. And I think this could do the job for Bayley. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Probably not. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll try and reply to every single one of them. Thank you all ever so much for your support, and have a nice day.